Welcome back to Sharing Solutions. I'm your host, Janice Jokell. Today, we're going to talk about time management. We all have things on our plate, whether it's being a mom, being a wife, being a spouse, being a partner, whether it's being an employer, being an employee, whether it's being a community advocate, it doesn't matter. We all have a certain amount of time in our life, and we are only given that time for a very short amount of time. So we're going to talk about time management for a second, because people often ask me, how do you fit everything you do into an 8-hour day? And let me tell you, it's taken years to get to this point. But it's called boundaries. And we are all given the same amount of time. It's what we do with this time that matters. Where do we put our time at? You know, my alignment is always about faith, family, and my finances, right? Faith is, I am constantly feeding myself into my faith walk. Into my family comes first. And lastly, it's the financial pieces to my life that make a difference. I'm an employer. I contribute to having the capability of affording people to have a job with me, but I also have finances that go back into my home. But it's all based on the time that I'm given, the time that you're given. And what do you do with that time? Oftentimes we are, busy just to be busy, but we're not busy to be productive in our time. And so we're going to talk about time blocking today, because I am insanely critical about my time and who's using my time and who I give my time to. This show is one example, is how do we use our time and what are we going to do with it? So time blocking, what is it? So I always say that we take the hardest things that we don't want to do and we do them first. Knock them out of the park. In sales, I've been in sales my whole life, and it was always about, making those proactive approaches to getting in front of people that I don't know yet. They don't know me yet. The old cold calling methodology of the ways of getting in front of people, right? Getting that out of the gate first. Getting those hard things done that we don't want to do in the beginning of the day, because then it feels like we've conquered something to progress throughout the day. So what is time blocking? It's really taking that chunk of time that has your most energy. I'm a morning person. Not everybody can wake up and just thrive at 6 o'clock in the morning. But that's when I pray and meditate, and then I go right into making sure that I've got everything prepared to walking out the door of my home and ready to be thriving in my work environment. When I get to work, it's really taking that time block of what I need to get done first. Shutting down my phone, not answering emails, not scrolling social medias, and really getting hyper-focused on what is important to get done for the day. And then moving into the mid-morning is really understanding, okay, I got the hard stuff done, moving into the to-do list. Everybody has one, right? So it's really getting those to-dos that aren't as hard and looking at what's important and what's urgent. What is urgent that has to get done today, and what's important that can get done today, but if it gets done tomorrow, I'm not going to beat myself up on it. I'm going to give myself grace. So really chunking your day and making a time block in what is important. And when that time comes to walk out that door, you leave the office and all the issues behind. Because when you walk in your home, you only have time and a certain amount of time with your family. And I often say is, if you've got to bring your work home, make that a priority when all your family affairs have been taken care of at first. So what does that look like? Having dinner with your family, putting your phone away, working on your laptop after if you have to take work home and you have to get something done, look at why you didn't get it done during the day. I have learned not even to bring my laptop home. When I walk through that door, I am in the presence of my family. I am not attending to business. It is my boundary that I have positioned myself. And if you are one that has to work out of your home and you've got your office in your home, literally shut the door as if you were walking out the office for the day. Shut that door and don't walk back in it until the next day. I know how hard it is. Believe me, I am singing to the choir, but I'm telling you, when you learn how to manage your time, success is just on the other side. I promise you. So the big idea for today is, how are you spending your time? Are you just being busy to be busy, or are you taking that time to be productive? Because it's two different things. Until next time, toodles.